They actually sent 4 fake cops to our door over the color of flowers. I wish I was making that up. I stood there on my own porch, watching a group of grown men in mismatched bargain store uniforms, trying to intimidate my wife about supposed HOA violations. She just stood calmly telling them, "We're not even part of your HOA." You'd think that would have shut things down right there. But no, turns out that was only the spark. From that day forward, it was like someone flipped a switch and decided we were the enemy. Suddenly there were threats, phony documents, strange cars circling our block. Something was seriously wrong. That Tuesday evening, I had just finished repairing Mrs. Peterson's water heater. The wrench was still in my hand as I pulled into my driveway and noticed them. 4 men standing on my porch like they owned the place. They looked like police at a glance, but something felt off. The shoes gave them away. 2 wore sneakers, 1 had on work boots, and the 4th guy was literally in flip-flops. No real officer shows up to official business in beachwear. The whole scene felt like a bad stage play where half the cast forgot their costumes. "We need to speak with Sophia Hayes about HOA compliance," the tallest one announced when I stepped onto the porch. His shiny badge looked brand new, like a toy prize instead of something earned. I froze mid-step, my brain racing. What violation could my wife possibly have committed? And why would it take 4 officers to handle it? Overkill didn't even begin to cover it. He pulled out a folder of papers that looked like they'd just come off the printer, crisp, bright and untouched, not the kind of documents that had ever seen an official process. He read from the pages like he was memorizing a script, even stumbling over the word boundary like it was foreign to him. He claimed my wife had signed an HOA, agreement during a boundary expansion, and that she needed to sign this corrected compliance consent or face legal action. The way he clutched those papers reminded me of a nervous kid doing a school project. That's when I noticed their radios. Real police radios are bulky, always crackling with chatter from dispatch. These things were small, plastic, and dead silent. One guy kept pressing the button like he was hoping sound would magically appear. But nothing, not even static, came through. The silence was more telling than noise. I started pulling out my phone, because this farce was crossing into dangerous territory. "Can you show me which document has my wife's actual signature?" I asked, already knowing they couldn't. They exchanged nervous glances, like kids caught cheating on a test. Before they could fake another line, Sophia stepped out onto the porch. She'd been sorting papers inside, but the moment she saw their documents, she calmly skimmed through them, and then looked up with that expression she gets when she knows something no one else does.